SBR Forum's Inside the Lines is sponsored by Bookmaker.
We are previewing Week 13 in college football here at SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We're talking right now with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Joe Duffy, quickly before we talk about Oregon State, tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do.
I'm the CEO of OffshoreInsiders.com, where our roots do trace before the internet, way back to the score phone days. I'm an O-capper, whatever the heck it is. I'm not really good on this, 2012 slang, Peter, but I am definitely one of the old guys in the industry, going back to the score phone days where I was known as JD of the ACC or Joe Duffy of the Amazing Cadillac Club 900 number. Been in the handicapping business literally since the late 80s full-time, the mid-80s part-time, where I used to work for Dial Sports, the old 976 score phone days, and now I have my own website with a couple other very good sports services at offshoreinsiders.com. And if you click at the top of the page, you'll see Why Us. I explain why I believe we are the best site anywhere for sports picks.
There you go. I'm very, very honored to have you on this show. Joe Duffy, OC, Original Kappa from offshoreinsiders.com. All right, you're going to talk about the Oregon State game. Now, this is, a lot of people are wondering about this game. The Oregon, of course, coming off the loss of Stanford, which a lot of people sort of had pegged, and that was kind of an absurd line. 21-point underdogs, and on YouTube, all of us were predicting, me and a bunch of the commenters, that game was probably going to go down to the last possession. And we were right. Oregon State, of course, has been a great team this year. Great bet against the spread. The line opened at about 10.5, and it's since crossed the 10. Now Oregon State's a 9.5-point home dog. And I guess the question is, was there something fluky about Oregon's loss to Stanford? And are they going to come back here and just, take it all out on Oregon State and run right over them? If they don't have the personnel to do that, then you got to think Oregon State, even getting only 9.5, is a great bet. What do you like here?
Well, no, I don't think there was anything fluky. We alluded to it a couple weeks ago. I said the teams like Kansas State, Oregon, although I despise sports cliches, I think there's one that jumps out that is very applicable from the handicapping standpoint, and that is teams, when they're undefeated late in the year, they do tend to play, quote unquote, not to lose rather than to win. And that is why both Oregon and Kansas State had their struggles last week. That is why I don't think Notre Dame is by any means a lock this week, although they got the big break where they won't be going against Barkley. But this is my famed bubble burst theory. When a team is that close, and I got my fingers maybe 2 centimeters apart, when a team is that close to a national championship and they lose a game, it is just so tough the next game. And no, the fact that they're playing a rivalry game isn't going to erase the heartbreak. Such a tough spot for Oregon. And like I said, mostly because my bubble burst theory applies here, that Oregon, tough, brutal loss. Now they hit the road against another quality opponent. This is my bubble burst theory on steroids.
All right. Great preview once again. As always, Joe Duffy from offshoreinsiders.com. Thanks.